got two choices. Either you gonna fold up or you gonna stand up.
Man.
And I said yesterday, folding up ain't an option in my house.
And we call it put up or shut up.
Hey, same thing.
Same thing. You know, because at the end of the day, you can stay in that low place if you want to, and you can dwell in that low place if you want to, but don't not live down there.
Yes, sir. The great common denominator is belief.
Belief.
Yeah. And
that's it.
You know, and so many people, you know, talk about what you believe in, what you don't believe in. As long as you believe in something, then you're going to have that will.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Because as long as you have hope, as long as you know there's something at the end of this, that has to motivate you to get back up and keep going.
All right, man. Let's see.
What we got this time?
Oh. All right, brothers. The question is, how do you respond to adversity?
That's a good one.
I deal with emotions a little bit now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So it's kind of like a piggyback off the one we just did. How do you respond to adversity?
I feel like you got two choices. And it's so, what's the word? It's apropos because I talked about it yesterday. But you got two choices.
All right.
You either going to fold or you going to stand up. And yesterday was my birthday. You know, they sung Happy Birthday. I had to give a speech.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you, brother. Well, today actually is, but yesterday we celebrated.
Cheers. With your fancy cup. You got the birthday cup.
It's your birthday.
With the swiggle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Well,
sir.
you got two choices. Either you gonna fold up or you gonna stand up.
Man.
And I said yesterday, folding up ain't an option in my house.
Yeah.
And I like how you put that, and I kind of put it a similar way. It's like if you're boxing, not even if you're boxing, if your back's against the rope, are you going to be like a boxer and just hold on like that? Or are you going to be like a WWE and use that rope?
I like that.
That's the way I see it.
You ain't got you only got choices. You gonna fold up or stand up. And in my house, folding up not an option.
And
with whatever it is, we going through it.
Yeah.
With me, I've dealt with this, and I'll tell you what I do. Whatever happens that day, I mourn about it.
Yeah.
I'm down that day. But you know what? When I wake up the next morning, it's
Yes,
like,
sir.
okay, I got that out. What's next?
Yeah,
Let's
you get
keep
24
moving.
hours to kind of sit
Yeah.
and sulk about it, be like, dang, this happened, or woe is me, and kind of be down on yourself.
Yeah.
You wake up the next day, hey, what you gonna do?
Hey, we call it put up or shut up.
Hey, same thing.
Same
absolutely.
thing. Because at the end of the day, you can stay in that low place if you want to, and you can dwell in that low place if you want to, but don't not live down there.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't nothing get solved.
Don't get solved down there.
Yeah.
You gotta go on, get up, man, and
Yeah.
rise onto the top
I mean,
and learn from that.
Man, everybody got problems.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Everybody got problems. So anytime, any adversity, it's always going to be a test. It's always. That's just how life is. Either you're going in a storm, you just got out, or one on his way.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
And there's one thing after that storm.
It's coming.
It's
And-
coming.
But guess what though? It's one thing after the storm.
What
The
that?
sun don't shine.
Yes, sir.
It can't last forever.
Yeah,
Check this
nah,
out.
man.
I heard this quote: "The adversity you go through is really a university you grow through." I was like,
Alright.
Yeah.
"That's real
I'll
talk
take
right
that.
That's
there."
real.
Okay.
You're going to have to.
You need it.
Because you can't stay the same when you go through hell.
Yeah.
Like
Progressive.
you can't.
Progressive.
Because you didn't know you were going to be able to do it until you did it.
Mhm.
Now, you always thought you could, and that's why belief is so important. Like you said, some people believe in God. Some people believe in themselves. Some people believe in the sun. But the great common denominator is belief.
Belief.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
And so many people, talk about what you believe in, what you don't believe in. As long as you believe in something, then you're gonna have that will.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You're gonna have a will.
That's
That's
it.
real
Yeah,
talk.
That's it.
Hope is so important
Man.
because as long as you have hope, as long as you know there's something at the end of this,
Man,
that has to motivate you to get back up and keep going.
that vision.
I
man.
love it. The
That-
vision. That's what it is.
Black Panther was visionary.
Yeah.
That's why that movie was so important. It was vision. Because if you can't you can't see
You
it,
can't see it,
then you can't believe it.
man.
You know what I'm
telling
saying?
you, wow.
And that's key.
So let me ask you this in regards to adversity.
Adversity.
Everybody answer. I'll answer last. You know, everybody talk about it, whatnot.
Most definitely.
What's the most adverse situation you've been through?
Don't look at me because I got to think about that first.
I got
Look
it.
at this
Go
bag.
ahead. What's the most adverse situation you've been through?
So
We can use the word traumatic.
oh, easy. Like so, my mom died, and about a few months later, my dad died.
Woo!
Ooh.
That's
And then,
tough.
like a couple years later, my brother died. So it's 5
And
of us in our
threes.
family. So it's me, my brother, my sister, my mom, my dad. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So these two people were the only people that I've been known that's been constant in my life
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
since freaking birth. You know what I mean?
People you know you can count
I
on
mean,
no
I
matter
know
what.
I can count on. I mean, I used to
For
call
sure.
my mom every day. You feel
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? I close the gym, 11 o'clock. Hey, mom, what's up? Hey, wait, what's up? You know, da, 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 da. Hey, well, I was just calling you, lady. You know what I'm saying? Click. You know what I'm saying? When my dad was off and on, he was in the hospice a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he was still functioning, doing his thing. You know what I mean? But as soon as she left, we already knew. Like, I already knew. You know, he was going to leave. So,
That's
at
how
that
it always
particular
is.
time,
It was hard.
even though I had my wife, you know, I had my daughter,
Too brand new at that
you
point.
know, yeah, well, she wasn't that brand new. You know, this was just a couple years ago, basically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Less than 5 years ago. You
Alright.
know?
So
And
life
so
replenished
life
itself.
replenished itself. But at the same time, I had never lost anybody that
Oh,
close to me, bro.
exactly.
You feel what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
That's
that was
different.
like,
That's
it was
some- that's
different.
some holes in
Like,
you.
yeah, man. Like, you know, you just become all lonely all over again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All over again, but then
Exactly.
you have to realize that, okay, man,
Yeah.
you ain't dead.
It
You
could
know,
be
listen
worse.
to me.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
See, listen to me. Like my wife would tell you, like I'm really not. I don't even want to use the word trippy when it comes to that, but you always got to know that the sun gonna shine.
Again.
It's gonna come up the next day.
So you know, the next day, I knew they had passed.
Yeah.
So I didn't pass. I knew I had to take care of my daughter to
Yeah.
prepare my daughter if something like that were to happen to me.
Exactly.
Because it's going to happen.
That's
You know, so that's I think that over the last 5 years, you know, just that experience alone, just my family, like losing immediate family,
Yeah.
like in a short period of time,
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, that
Like-
was like, wow.
Like most people, you know, that what you just said was one of the unsung quotes in Black Panther
Yes.
that nobody's really talking about. Like everybody's hung up on the, if I had to go through this or whatever, jumping to see that quote. But the greatest role for a parent is to prepare their child for their death.
Yes.
Like
That ain't there.
Wow.
like that's so deep in that movie. Not a lot of people got, because now if your next offspring is prepared for the future, then they're gonna do the same, and that's how you keep that bloodline progressing.
Let me tell you this real quick, but I don't want to, take this conversation,
We gonna get to that.
full-fledged.
We gonna get to that.
But it's very important. I remember my mom telling me at a very early age, listen to me. We're gonna go into this bank. I'm gonna talk to them about some business. You're gonna sit here and listen to everything that we say and that we talk about. I am dead serious.
That's real.
Listen to me. You sit here, and if they say
How
something,
old were you?
man, 5, 6, 7.
But you knew,
Eight,
but looking back on it now, you know what she was doing
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
you know what I
cold-blooded
mean?
right
10, if they ask you something, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, because that's what we
Conducting
did.
business.
You conducting business.
Most definitely.
How
That's
you
huge.
doing? I'm fine.
Communication.
Communication.
At 8.
And bro, ever since then, my mouth is,
It's
it's
taking
what
you
I do.
places.
It's taking me, because you have to be able to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I just want to tell. I make sure that my daughter knows how to communicate.
With,
Conversation
as far as
rules nation.
adversity goes, I think with my situation, I just got married, just bought a house, just had a son. Man, and I had a dog. All I needed was a white picket fence. No, all I needed was a white picket fence. My son was born, greatest moment of my life. And then 3 weeks later, I was let go from my job.
All right, that's heavy.
That's heavy.
That it hurt. I knew I had outgrown that job, but it still hurt. And then I got another job, and then I was let go from that job after 3 weeks. So now in 2 months, I was let go from 2 jobs, and that really bothered me.
Okay.
Even though it wasn't my fault, it really bothered me as a man.
Yes.
Provider.
Inside.
Provider. Leader of the family.
Matter of fact, I cried.
Uh-huh.
I cried. That was one of the times I cried in my car. But
that's real though. That's real.
Whole lot of things. It was a snowball effect. Cause then I was behind on my mortgage. I was behind on toll tags.
This is everyday life stuff.
Yeah, like my brakes went bad. I had to pay for. Man,
let's say when it rains, it pours.
It was flooding. It was flooding, man.
Yes, sir.
There was a couple times where I couldn't even see myself above the surface, but that hope, man, that knowing, seeing the vision of me out of this situation, seeing the vision past that, man, I just kept telling myself, this is going to be an awesome chapter in my book. It's going to bless somebody.
Testimony. Can't have a testimony without the test.
There you go.
What about you, sir?
Well, mine is a little different. I believe my greatest adversity wasn't really circumstantial because most of everything that I did was my fault. Negative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you knew better, but you still did it. So
self-inflicted wound.
Self-inflicted,
Okay.
I what's the old buddy in New York shot himself? I Plaxico Burris. You know what I'm saying? My bad. You feel me? So I'm gonna take it different. I'm gonna take it, it was more or less like I'm real close with my mom.
Yeah.
So it was when I didn't go pro, it was like like disappointment.
Yeah.
But I told her I was gonna do my real estate thing, and then she was like, because I hadn't really talked about that. So I believe my greatest adversity was when I thought I let my mom down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because for years, like I said, I was probably in sports from probably 4 years old, and I was killing all the way.
You had to set out. You knew what you was gonna do.
You feel me? But see, it really put me at a disadvantage because I got success easy. You feel me? Because you didn't really develop that work ethic. Like, it was a whole lot of people that were probably close to me as good as talent-wise, but they worked a whole lot harder.
Right.
So I could still do it. I was just as good as you, but I didn't have to work hard. Mm-hmm. So, when I got with a lot of people that were just as good and they worked hard, then it was different.
Right.
So that's why in college, it wasn't really like if my work ethic would have been right, then it would have been a whole different ball game. Mm-hmm. So that's why I say that was my worst adversity. But, the beauty of it is you always get a second chance. Mm-hmm. So now the real estate is coming together, and now, it worked out for good. So, I just took it a little bit because, like I said, anything negative, I caused it myself. So I can't really complain about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
What'd you say?
Man, the most traumatic event I've been through in my life, I was losing my grandmother, man. Mm-hmm. Like, my granddaddy passed away before my grandmother passed away, and it touched me in a certain way because he was like one of my best friends. Like, when I would come home in the summertime or even the summertime, everybody work a summer job in high school, things like that. He taught me how to play dominoes. He and I, we go play dominoes 2-3 hours, and we go to Luby's and eat lunch. Like,
That's that cafeteria.
But this is all I hung out with.
Baby.
This is all I hung out with, and just kind of got some nuggets from, right? But when she passed away, like, she's a true matriarch. We celebrated my birthday yesterday, and I cried like a baby yesterday. Like, that song "Happy Birthday."
It was love.
And I'm used to her giving me a call on my birthday, saying, "Little boy, what you doing?"
Yeah.
And I would say that's the most traumatic event I've been through in my life. But thankful for my wife and my mom and just the people around me in regards to it. Like you said, the sun gonna shine the next day.
Yeah, for
sure.
And thinking about it now, you know, I guess been certain days I've been driving to work and I thought she's sitting in the car right next to me.
Man,
So,
it happened, bro.
That's real.
like, it's like, wait a minute, like I got the AC on, but it's hot in the car.
Right.
Wait a minute, man.
That's real.
You know, and to this day, I can hear her voice pinging in my head. Like
Yeah.
past 3-4 days, my wife's like, "What's wrong with you?" Like,
That's love.
I can hear her voice in my head pinging.
But that's what he alluded to back then about how they instill in us what to do
when they not here.
when they not here.
That's
Well, like you can hear them.
Yeah.
Like because you know that's that.
Let me tell you some cold stuff, man. Like, you know, she passed from pancreatic cancer. Like about like 3-4 months before she passed, like, you know, this is like she passed away in August. It'll be 2 years in August. I remember one day she called me, probably like in May or June of that year, and she asked me, she said, if I wasn't here tomorrow, what would you want me to leave you? And honestly, I couldn't really say anything. But people like, oh, you know, leave me some money here, or da da da. Like, when you talk about somebody doing their job, she gave me and my cousin, she gave us everything that we needed to have. Like, the only thing I can think of, like, I gave her a composition book and just told her, like, whatever it is you think I don't know or that you think I need to know, just write it in there. And, you know, it was God's plan in regards to, like, you know, she never got to write in that book.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that's probably the most traumatic or adverse situation I've dealt with in my life. I still ain't quite right in regards to it, but I'm way better now than when I was the day that she passed and the day that we buried her. Or whatnot.
Most definitely.
And so to swing it all back around and bring it full circle, you know, put up a shirt up, or, you know, we gonna stand up, we gonna fold up. I know for a fact that folding up wasn't gonna be an option because
Right.
she wasn't gonna have that.
Right.
Most
You
definitely.
have to keep
She
going.
wasn't gonna
That's
have
that hope.
You gotta
That's that faith.
you
Man,
gotta
you
keep,
know,
you gotta pick
like-
yourself back up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Giving up or quitting or just sitting and wallowing in that.
And
She
and,
wouldn't tolerate
you
that.
know,
So it was like folding up ain't an option.
man, as grown people now, the company you keep won't let you do that.
Mhm.
Like you know.
If you with the right company.
Well, I mean,
If
now
you're
as
keeping the right
as
company.
a grown man, you get to pick and choose.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
like
Yeah.
nowadays, you don't
Yeah.
even have to. You know, you have to meet with your family, whatever. But the majority of time are spent with non-family because you get to choose that. Like, I need nothing but, just like we talked about last time, like negativity.
Positive
It
Injure you.
You hear me? You feel me?
I said, well, to injure you.
Man, like I can't deal with that because I need you to be able to deposit in me, and I need to be able to deposit in you. And it's my job to lift you up as my brother.
Right.
It's my job.
Yeah.
But when you going through something, I'm not gonna say I understand, but I'm gonna be here for you
Yes, sir.
in whatever capacity you need. Whether it's emotional, you know, if I got it financially, but anything else, like, you know, we riding together, you know, and that's just what it is.
You know, so I personally feel that fear doesn't exist. It's something made
You
up.
can always commoditize a lot of things, but when you commoditize love and individuality, you can't put a price tag on that.
Right.
They say you're only born with two fears: the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling.
I'm to the
That's-
point now, whether it's professional or personal or whatever it might come, I'm gonna figure it out, man.
Yeah.
I'm not in fear of it.